Alright guys, we're back. Cleaned the paint up off my shirt a little bit. Let's get back to working on this. I want to get my darks back in here. Gotta have them. This painting was, this is extreme dark, extreme light. I'm gonna grab my ultramarine blue. Get out here where you can see that. I'm gonna grab this sienna, mix those two colors together. And it's just giving me a good dark, a blue dark color, good shadow color to get back under here. So that's what I wanted. I won't lose my tree, but see how I kind of just formed that tree in there? And it's going to be darkest right down closer to the ground where the light's not really getting down in there. Just trying to work in some, we're just casting a shadow out there. That's going to help establish my lights. And you have to build a layer upon layer, and it's rolling around, moving it, keep moving it, figure out where you want it to be and where you want your lights and your darks to come from. And help make those masses kind of jump out and separate into different trees. And it's just not all one blob. Remember, we got those pine trees back here that are, this side's going to be of the dark over here. And get those branches kind of growing up there, and I'm going to try to move my hand out of your way so you can see what I'm doing here. Oh, here's a little tree, a little cedar tree over here. I'll kind of cut him in there, and little darks again coming across here where it's coming across the road. And a few dark tree trunks coming up in here. There's a light, has some light left in my brush. Gotta have some tree trunks. I know, we do try this where y'all can see what I'm pushing.
Thank you.
See what I'm seeing. That frustrates everybody, but we're just trying to work it all out. Guys, it's the result, what happened. You can see what I'm doing. You get an idea. It's called painting. We're just painting. Well, I got this good dark. You know, get some of the shadows on this part of the tree. Push this up just a little bit. I don't know if that was a moth that flew by the light or if Mike's throwing things at me again. One or the other.
It's me.
Was it? I thought it might be. Guys, this is the fun part of doing this. If it helps one person, I would give anything to be able to see somebody paint when I was growing up. Because if I could just see what they did, if I knew what they did, I could probably do it.
Yeah, you had your grandmother, right?
Oh yeah, Grancy was a great motivation for my artwork because she painted, and several people in our family were painters, and so we were just always told that we could do this stuff. We were never told we couldn't. And we learned to love it like they did. And just, it was something fun to do. I mean, it occupied our time and things to do, and just.
You didn't have Pac-Man. You didn't have those kind of things, right?
Well, that's part of it. But you know, it's just something that's in you. You want to do, and it's something you just know you can do it. Guys, if you can do it, do it. It's one of those things that make it happen. That's right. I was going to cast that shadow across that road. Push those tree strokes up into there. I'm going to take out all those lights, but see, we're putting that light now on the side that's. We know where the light's coming from, back over there somewhere. So I want that light kind of keeping on that outside edge over there. So we're going to kind of roll this up to right up that tree. See how that stroke, just how I kind of roll it? It just gives you a good bark effect on a tree when you do that. Takes away those straight strokes. Got some more limbs heading off into here. I think that's where we make a lot of mistakes on our trees. There's not enough limbs heading off into this thing. And sometimes if you got a dark limb, put it across a light limb and have the limbs coming from all directions, all over the place. Cut in shadows and knot holes and, you know, just do it. So we got these limbs heading off up into here, and I'm gonna put that in coming forward like it's coming back, winding back this way towards us, and roll that in there and roll that stroke across there. Another one out here heading off up into here into the tree somewhere. We're just trying to figure where we want this stuff to lay. So we've got dark back under here, different, where the light's not getting down close into there. You see all those other colors we have back in there are still in there. It just gives it a woodsy look back under there. And that's what we're wanting. And out here, you're going to have some dark leaves too. Because that very outside leaves will be light, but with a smaller brush we'll make smaller leaves. And again, we're just trying to establish our lights and darks. Lights and darks, where is it coming from? We've got this tree growing up in here. This tree's going to be the closest one in the foreground. It's going to be the biggest tree of all the ones that we're painting. Just grabbing all this paint that I have here, again, ultramarine blue. I've got my burnt sienna, pull those two together. Let's give me a good dark color. Let's get this on the back of this tree. Look what it does. See how it jumps out there? Now move that stroke. Lose that hard edge, see? There's a limb forking off up into here, into the top of the tree. So we're just trying to establish where those limbs might be heading off to. That's when this limb's actually will come across. This tree will be closer into the foreground. We got that limb that's heading off up into here, and it's forked off that direction and up into here. Kind of coming out over these other trees that are back down there. Trying to get a tree look to it. You got to remember, this isn't a finished tree. This is the start of my tree. I just want to know where the lights are going to be hitting, and it's got that old rotten base down there, see, and that root that's heading out towards that road out there. I hope you get a little bit better understanding of where we just headed off the picture with this. Tell you what, when we come back, we're going to see what else we can do with this. Because we still got a lot we need to do. I'll tell you what, y'all come.